The Cy-Hawk Trophy. On the one hand, it divides the state. On the other, it brings it together. And everyone across this great state, from Bragg Drive to the legendary water in Ames, know that winning this trophy can have you pedaling toward a high water mark. Welcome to Ames, Iowa, home of the Cyclones of Iowa State. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Iowa Hawkeyes. Taking on a team from the Pac-12, the Iowa State Cyclones. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. And the Cyclones will kick it away to start us off. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So the Iowa Hawkeyes offense will get the first swing of the game. Last time these two met, Iowa did Iowa things and won a close one.
Man, they do that so often in this series. They just find a way, even if they're trailing, to win the ball game, and Iowa State's got to figure that puzzle out.
Iowa doing Iowa things. Defensively, they made the plays they needed to make in that game, and they're going to have to do that again in this one.
Big play to start this drive. Now they'll snap it from the 39. Off play action on first down. Forced out of the pocket. Grabbed over the middle. It's Peppers. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off play action. Pulls it in. It's Peppers. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Wants to throw again. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down.
Well, this guy obviously spent a lot of time in the film room this week because he is dissecting this defense early in the game in the opening drive. Great job with his eyes, great job with his rhythm, an explosive play there. This defense does not have an answer for this dude.
Dances away to buy time. He just wisely got rid of that one. The worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on first down in the red zone. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. This time he's got it. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. Going for 6. It's complete. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it first and goal from the 1. The Hawkeyes started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Deflected at the goal line.
And this is the part of the field, man, you really got to have a plan because these windows get smaller and you're trying to fit that ball into the end zone. It's difficult to do. Quarterback, receivers, they got to be on the same page.
Let's it fly. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on fourth down. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted.
And how about that play by the defense here early in this game opening drive, facing one of the best quarterbacks in all of college football, and they're able to get an interception. That is going to be massive for their confidence in this game.
And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
They're trying to run the ball on first down, guys, but just nothing doing up front. Their offensive line got blown up on that play. There was nowhere for that guy to go.
Grabs it in the middle. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down mark.
Quarterbacks love the short passing game early in games because it really helps them get into a rhythm. So nice job by the offensive coordinator giving his quarterback an easy throw, something he can see, and something that he knows he can complete.
The Cyclones will call on their punt team. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. Dropping back, it's Baker. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. This rivalry is so important to the people of this state, and it dates back to 1894, guys.
Yeah, it goes back a long way, and when you watch the product on the field every year, it's usually low scoring, but it's a lot of physical, tough people on the field.
Yeah, and you know, people in Iowa, they just love football, and this is a rivalry game that really hits home for so many. Regardless of which side of the fence you're on, in this game, Iowa or Iowa State, it means so much.
Here comes the heat. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. So now it's second and long. Making side adjustments here. Looking to fire. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Can swing momentum. He'll try to take it back. They finally make the stop, and not only the huge turnover, but the big return has them set up in business. Leaves it with the running back. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play. We've reached the end of the first quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Back to pass. Fires downfield. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Really great job in coverage by the defender on that play, swatting the ball away.
Third play of the drive, and they need to make something happen here on third and long. Deep shot for the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And they decide to trot out the kicker. He needs to make sure those mechanics are pure from the right hash and 40 yards away. Right down the boulevard. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. They're looking for any type of offense to try to get this thing going down 3-0. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
It'll be third and long. Now improvising. Serious arm strength on that third down pass, but it's incomplete. And the Hawkeyes line up to punt it away. Now on the return. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. Takes the handoff, and he's going right. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
You want to stop the run game, get the big defensive tackles in the middle, getting penetration. Those big boys eating up blocks, taking away gaps and holes for those running backs to run through.
Using his power and his sweet feet to get into the backfield quickly.
And you know you're athletic when you're described with power and sweet feet. I mean, just put those two things together, and you're just pretty amazing.
On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Swings it out to the flat. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. And the Cyclones will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Iowa has the ball back on offense. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
Good, wide open, big play opportunity. Hits him right between the numbers. You got to make that play. Those are one of those where I tap my helmet like, dude, that was me. That was all me. My bad. Give me another opportunity later on.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical. And early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. The Hawkeyes will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. Here comes the offense onto the field again. They go to the ground. Oh, he's got some space. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. The Cyclones in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They'll move the wide receiver. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
And the Cyclones will punt this one away. Let's see what he can do with it. He gets it out to the 17, the cover unit right there to make the stop. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Wide receiver comes in motion. To the air, it's Baker. Makes the grab.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's 1st down. Fires to the right. Complete downfield. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. And the Hawkeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw again. Grabbed in the middle. It's Peppers. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the 1st down. The Hawkeyes can really attack on this 2nd and short. He's got the tight end. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
Not the big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
Lets it fly deep downfield. And they can't quite hook up trying to make a completion in the back corner of the end zone. Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Wants to go up top. Rushes on him. Going to try to get it himself. Picks up the 1st down and gets down to avoid contact. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. On the direct snap, it's Peppers. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Got a man. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. Touchdown, Hawkeyes! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
really nice job on their final drive of the first half, David. Calm, cool, collected. They had balance, excellent execution. They're going to take a lead in here at halftime.
It's so much easier to go into half with that positive momentum, that positive juice. Now we can point to what we just did. Great job taking the lead. Now you go make your halftime adjustments.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Iowa State sending the offense back out. They'll start this drive with a chance to regain the lead, down 7-3. The give to the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. And the Hawkeyes will kick it off to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
Wants to go up top on first down. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
All right, this quarterback is going to have to... with a clock going off in his head. He knows he cannot hold on to the football too long with players like that getting after him.
Throws to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Cyclones will bring the punt team onto the field. Settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O's. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. Looking downfield, it's Baker. He's got him. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play. The offense setting up shop at the 46, first and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. It's Garrison. He's out of bounds, and they'll say he got it to the 45. The Hawkeyes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Fires to the middle. And the incomplete pass had a lot of juice on it. Might be decision time if the defense can get a stop on third down from the 45. He wants to throw it again. Finds his big tight end. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. And the Hawkeyes are moving quickly down the field.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Got his man. There he goes. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices. The Hawkeyes have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Looking for the goal line. Into the house. Touchdown, Iowa! The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job. You got points. Now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape.